Hello and welcome to another episode of Cheap Smut. My name is Katie Mizell.
And my name is Max Joy.
And this is our Sinful Signings 2025 Roundup. How you doing, Max?
I am good. If you haven't been listening to the show in a while, my name is Max Joy now. I go by Max, and I'm doing quite well. Name change and everything. It's been quite good. I was distracted there because I was like, oh, you go put your headphones down. It's okay. I'm doing great. I have nothing new to report. How about you, honey?
I'm good. I'm pretty darn good. I haven't done a Cheap Smut related thing in like 2 weeks, and so now I'm floundering trying to figure out how to do this fucking show.
I know. You know what? I was upstairs watching the Tigers game, and I realized we still haven't done a July bonus episode.
No, we have not. And it's August 1st.
Yeah.
That's perfectly in form. For us, by the way, everybody knows that.
Yeah, no, that is coming, and it's on our way. And if you're a bit eagle-eared, I probably did do some cleaning up of the audio here, but you might hear the occasional car drive by. You might hear the occasional dog bark.
A pretty bird song.
Yeah, pretty bird song. We're sitting out on our front porch tonight.
Yeah. Here
at Smutco Industries. It is a lovely, it's been very hot in mid-Michigan the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, we've been high heat index warnings for several days.
Yeah, and then thanks to the Canadian wildfires, we've had some bad air quality days. But today, temperatures in the mid to high 70s, temps overnight in the upper 50s. It's going to be real nice. So we thought, what the heck? Let's go outside. This is a short episode. This is I was calling this today sort of a soft reboot.
Yes. For
the show, and you're going to kind of hear about that. The first thing we're going to do though is we are going to recap Sinful Signings 2025. If you are listening to the show real quick, and you're like, "Where's my book?" So this episode is going right to the main feed. As Katie said, this is being recorded on Friday, August 1st, and this is going right to the main feed and to the patrons on Monday, August 4th. And there's a reason for that we will get to at the end of the episode. We are going to do our Sinful recap. We're going to talk about our future with Sinful going forward, because it is very bright and very exciting.
Yes, it is.
And then we're going to do, like I said, sort of a soft reboot on Cheap Smut. Nothing crazy. There you go. Nothing crazy. But just some house cleaning things that we want you to be aware of. So with that all out of the way, this is going to be a short episode. So if you're like, where's my book? And I'm not getting one, do stick around. We do have some interesting information, including our first ever giveaway.
Yes. So
I've been a little rambly. I'm going to hand it over to you. You have the floor. Tell everybody what Sinful Signings 2025 was like for you.
Sinful Signings 2025 was like a fever dream on ecstasy. I don't remember so much of it. I was in it the whole time. And I feel terrible. I always do while I'm there because I don't take pictures or make content or do video or any of that. So I feel like, well, there's no proof that I was there, in this modern age of Pixar. It didn't happen. But I was there. And I know I was there because I have all of the feelings that I, got to have while I was there and present and enjoying it. And that's not to say that anybody, now I'm rambling. That's not to say that anybody who was making content the whole time wasn't present and enjoying it. It's just not how I am present. Yeah. And it was a blast. I mean, we had a great time. We got there, a Thursday night or Friday?
Yeah, Friday afternoon.
Friday afternoon or whatever it was. Yeah.
We stayed. We live in Lansing, Michigan. We drive about halfway to Columbus, Ohio. Thursday night, and then Friday we had the rest of the way to Roanoke. So we got in around Friday afternoon. We connected with some of our friends. We connected with Desi and Autumn and Dave, and met some new folks, which we'll get into. We had the opening night pool party.
Yep.
Which was a ton of fun and very exciting. And then we had 2 full days of Sinful Signings events, including our first car. Including our first ever live episode. So Friday night, the VIP pool party. It was called the VIP pool party, but I think so. It was just VIP attendees, and then authors, narrators,
anyone associated with the event in a larger capacity. Yeah.
And what did you think of that?
I thought it was fun. I thought it was loud. There were a lot of us there. We really know how to turn up and fucking party. But it was a great time. I mean, everybody was there. There were people were actually like wearing their swimsuits, getting in the pool, having a good time. You got to do a whole walking out of the pool, dripping in the moonlight thing, and it was great. I loved it. I thought it was a fantastic time. My literal only complaint is that they did karaoke at a bar off-site, and I didn't want to go off-site, so I didn't do karaoke. It's my only complaint.
Yeah, I did. And there was an attempt to do karaoke on like in that location, but it was outside, and the speakers were kind of like it just wasn't the right environment. It was too loud. There wasn't the focus on the karaoke, and that was kind of a bummer because that was a great crowd to do karaoke with.
Yes, it was. And we love karaoke.
Yes, karaoke is a favorite of ours, especially after Monster Erotica. But
yes,
there's always next year.
Of course.
Which we'll talk about.
Time for karaoke.
Yeah, which we'll talk about at the end of the episode because there's exciting information there too. And then, so you mentioned the pool party. That was also where, if you don't follow us on socials, you've probably not heard heard the story. The model Tony Bretman was there. He's on the cover of Iron Fang Bear, the Verifox Iron Fang series. He was there as a guest. Saw you with me, and at one point said, "Who's that?" You're like, "Oh, it's my husband Max." Is he a model? No. Why not? And so over the course of the weekend and getting to know Tony in a couple of conversations and talking to some of the authors who were like, duh, we would love to put you on your book or on the cover of our books at some point. So that happened. So that is something you can possibly expect to see happening as a result of Sinful Signings, which I touched on something that you said about the event that I think makes it so magical, and we'll get to that as sort of our wrap up. So I wanted to put that out there because some people are aware of it, but a lot of our mainline listeners might not be aware of it. So that was Friday night.
Yes.
Saturday, was the start of the event, and right out of the gate, you immediately know that the vibes are different at Sinful. It's something that we all talk about. Everybody knows. It is such a communal family event, and everybody is so happy and excited to be there.
Yes, everyone is super excited to be there, and it's a great time. I spent most of Saturday just running around and saying hi to everybody that I wanted to say hi to that I hadn't seen in a year, and a lot of time out on the back gazebo smoking, because that's what I do when I have to escape the crowds of people, because Sinful is a delight, and they don't sell out on purpose so that it's not an overcrowded space, but it's still a lot of people in one space at one time, and I need breaks, frequent breaks. I feel like the authors need hugs or something after a day in that room.
Oh, yeah.
It's nuts. But then Saturday afternoon, we had our very first live episode.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. So we did Wicked Games by P.H. Nix and Celeste Knight, which is also available on that. You have probably already listened to it by now. If you haven't, what are you doing? It was a fucking amazing episode. It was so much fun. We went into that little conference room thing where they hold all of their panels with, I'm going to say, 25 to 30 folks who mostly had heard the show before and were big supporters of ours. And so it was fantastic energy to just be able to tell them the story to their faces in person, knowing that they were going to get where I was coming from, you know? And with the understanding that none of these people were going to think that I'm weird for reading what I read. No.
Now there were some folks in there who I know were just like, we bought the VIP ticket. This sounds fun.
Yep.
Who were not ready.
Yeah.
Who were not ready.
No, but they had a good time.
They had a great time.
They had a great time.
If you're listeners now and you know who you are, you were sitting right on the aisle, house left.
Oh. You were a delight, though.
And it was so much fun. Several of the patrons were there. A lot of the authors were bummed they couldn't come because they had to be on the floor.
It was in the middle of general admission sales.
Yeah,
so they couldn't leave.
Oh yeah, and then Carmen Chantel wanted to come in.
Yeah.
And then we were like, we're gonna close the doors, and you can't leave, and she left at that point. She felt terrible.
Yeah, she had to go pee or something.
Yeah. And
she couldn't get back in. And I'm sorry, Carmen, if I'd have known, I would have told Brandy to let you back in. She was playing guard dog real good.
Yeah. Wow. If you won't even let Carmen, and it's sweet cinnamon roll Carmen back in.
Oh no, Brandy takes her job fucking serious.
Yeah, she does.
And we love her for it. Because she's the one who keeps everybody else, like, she plays Taco's guard dog the whole time that we're there, which I always think is a delight.
It's the best.
She's like, no one is going to hurt our precious cinnamon roll Taco. who takes our pictures and makes silly jokes.
That he does, and does such a great job of it.
Yes.
In the process. Saturday night was the ball.
The ball and Sam Moran and
Jay Sterling.
Jay Sterling's vow renewal, which was so beautiful.
That was the best.
I started crying because I always cry at weddings, even if it's the second time that you were marrying the same person. I loved it. I loved going to that. It was so nice that they opened that up to everyone to be able to share too. Because like, come on, man, I do feel like you're my family, and I would love to go to your vow renewal. And
that's what Sam said, of course, during their ceremony, was that, you know, this is the family we chose.
Yeah.
And it is the thing you hear. I spent about an hour gathering, or I gathered about an hour of audio that you may or may not ever hear if I can actually come up with something good for it, because it was kind of hectic. But talking to everybody on the floor, and I talked to readers, I talked to authors, narrators, I talked to Tony Bretman. Everybody says the same thing. It's a family.
Yeah.
This is the family you chose, and it's a place where you can go and know that the stuff that you're into that a lot of people might think falls outside of, you know, the realm of quote unquote normal, whatever that is, or is too weird. No, you're in a safe place here.
No, we all know what's up around here. You can go that way for the dark mafia romances. You can go over there for a book about an angel who doesn't know she's an angel, but she gets busy with 3 other angels while she's figuring it out. Over there in that corner is a bunch of people who just narrate, and they have their own fan bases, and I think that's the best. The people who lose their shit when, like, what was that guy's name? Christian something? He's that floppy-haired puppy dog narrator guy.
Oh, yeah.
And people lose their minds over him because he can growl and says "good girl" in a deep voice. And it's just like, oh, man, this is so fun. It's like watching the Beatles in the 60s or something.
Again, it's that title of show thing we always come back to. You know, everybody in that room is probably 9 people's favorite thing.
Exactly.
It's a room full of 9 people's favorite thing, and all of those 9 people are overlapping and discovering their new favorite things and meeting other people's favorite things. And it's so much fun. As was the ball.
Oh, God. I mean, the ball was, it's always wonderful.
Yeah.
They have done a really good job of capturing the spirit of what it feels like to go to prom, basically, but prom that's not horrible somehow. You know, in high school, prom feels horrible somehow. At least it did for me. Like this whole thing is just one big song and dance, and everybody's here to make you feel bad about yourself if you don't look right. Right? That's how it felt for me to go to prom. It's not how it feels to go to the Sinful Ball.
No. And you looked amazing at your prom. Oh. I know, because you have the picture on our fridge.
Thank you. But I also looked amazing at the ball.
Yes, you did.
My Demon Queen outfit.
You looked fantastic.
It was fun, and so did you.
Well, thank you.
Your skirt, which you wore every day.
I do. It's basically my thing. I put that on and I max.
Yeah.
More or less. It just feels good. It feels comfy. I look good. I look amazing in it. I'm not gonna lie to you. I look fantastic in a skirt, especially that cut. So chances are, if you ever see me IRL in the future, especially in service to the show, or performing somewhere, it's gonna be in a skirt.
Yep.
And so so I was in a skirt on Sunday as well.
Yes, you were.
And Sunday, I for me, the highlight of Sunday was just being on the floor and soaking it all in. And then very early in the day, the sold out announcements.
Oh, yeah.
Started coming.
Yeah, the sold out announcements were really cool. They had one of the narrators, whoever had the biggest voice.
That would be Mr. Henry Kramer.
Henry Kramer, thank you. They had Henry going from booth to booth and announcing only a couple of copies left or only one copy left. Then when they sold out, he would make the sold out announcement and we would cheer. I think the first person to sell out was BJJ Lears. She sold out on Saturday. She was there on Sunday just chilling because she didn't have any books. It was only pre-orders for BJJ.
Yeah.
BJJ, if you will.
BJJ is amazing. We love BJJ.
So yes, that was a lot of fun. I'm sure you had a blast just walking around interviewing people because you were a man on the street interviewing people.
I was, and I really do want to try and find something to use that audio for. But yeah, I had an absolute blast walking around with my little Zoom handy recorder, feeling like a professional reporter.
Mm-hmm.
But just asking people like why they were here, what drew them to it. And again, it sounds like a cult, but there's something for everybody there. And the vibe, the support, everything about it. I think this is a good time to talk about how many people like Arson Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
She was there last year as a reader.
Yes.
And this year she was there as an attending author, but not just an attending author, one of the most popular and in demand
Mm-hmm.
authors in the room. Like everybody, there's always somebody.
I'm pretty sure she sold out of her newest release while she was there too.
Yeah, she did.
Which is exciting.
Yeah.
Although I do have some of the others available in the giveaway, which we'll talk about later.
Okay. Excellent. But just going from last year, Arson was attending as a reader, and this year she's attending as an author who is in demand and also is going to ApolloCon
mm-hmm.
as a sponsor, like as a scholarship
mm-hmm.
artist, as a scholarship author.
Yes.
And that is something that you talked about, which is Sinful makes you believe you can do this shit.
Yes.
But not just this shit, any shit.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing that those people in that room don't believe that you can do.
Oh, yeah.
And it's never smoke. It's never, blowing, sunshine up your ass. They're not trying to get anything out of you. I talked to Tony,
mm-hmm.
and within hours, he's referring me to photographers and explaining to me some of the ins and outs. And we're standing there with Desi brainstorming an shifter book or shifter series where Tony will be on one cover and I'll be on the other cover. And she's like, pick your shifter, man. I'll write it.
Yep.
And we were like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it was never like, you didn't walk away going, that was a fun thing to talk about. I know it's only a matter of time before Desi is asking me to, like, how quickly can you look cover right?
Exactly. Get yourself together.
4 weeks. Just give me 4 to 6. I've seen 4 to 6. I'm in a pretty good place right now. But anyway, they make you believe that you can do it. And I think, you came out of there feeling extremely motivated to get back on the writing horse.
Yes, I did. And now I am in the emotional lull that happens after something like Sinful Signings where I don't think I can do anything, said Eeyore. But I eventually will get there again. And while I was there, specifically, I think on Sunday, I was walking down the hallway with Desi. And I told her, there are days where I think, I'm done with Cheap Smut. I'm done making it. It's fine. It's whatever. It doesn't go anywhere. And sometimes it feels bad because the thing you love isn't going as far as you want it to go, right? Or as far as you think it could go. But then you go to some place like Sinful Signings and I can't ever stop making this show because this is who I make the show for. And this is why I make the show, because coming here for 2 days reaffirms everything I do for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
That's the kind of place that Desi and Autumn have built.
2 days this year.
Yes. More days next year. So let's kind of talk about that. So if you don't know, tickets for Sinful Signings went on sale today, August 1st. But what I don't know is which version of Sinful Signings. Sinful Signings, Nocturnal Host, March 7th and 8th in Roanoke, Virginia at the Convention Center, which is the first Sinful Signings event of 2026. Will be taking place on March 7th and 8th. And those tickets, like you said, are just went on sale. So everything is still available, VIP and general admission. And we will be getting a few of those general admission tickets to put in our giveaway boxes. So you might be able to get your access for free. Stick around to find out more about that.
Exactly. So that's what I kind of want to lead into now. So next year, there are 2 Sinful Signing events. One of them will be in March in Roanoke, Virginia. The other one will be later in the late summer, early fall.
Yeah.
And that one is going to be in North Carolina at a castle. That is Sinful Signings, Crowns, and Quills.
Yes.
And we will be, barring any unforeseen circumstances, we will be, as the official podcast of Sinful Signings, we will be in attendance for both events. And that is kind of a good place to kind of move forward, I think, and kind of jump into the next phase of Cheap Smut. Because those are the only events that you're going to be able to see us at next year. So this year we were at Sinful Signings in July and Monster Erotica Book Con in Baltimore in May. Monster Erotica just opened up their list for volunteers, artists, and whatnot. We're not going to be attending that one. Maybe as a reader.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's if I can get one before they sell out, because they always sell out in like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I may attend as a reader, but otherwise they are not open to influencers attending this year. Only volunteers and vendors and authors. And I am going to leave those spots to the people who prefer to do those tasks. So yeah.
Exactly. So the only events that we have on the schedule for 2026, excuse me, are those 2 events. And another thing we've talked about as we go forward as a show, we talked about, we've mentioned it a couple times. We even mentioned it in the live episode. Throughout the summer, we've gone to a bi-weekly schedule to make things a little bit easier on us through the busy season that is the summer as parents. And then with my work travel a lot, I have to go hither and thither. So, but what we've realized is that the bi-weekly thing works really well for us. So going forward, we are going to continue as a bi-weekly podcast. So Cheap Smut will no longer be a weekly podcast. We will still, for our patrons, we will still do our bonus episodes. You will still get them a week early. We're going to try and turn around more bonus content to kind of offset for that. I mean, it is very easy for us to go, it's just $1, guys, but we want to make sure that we're continuing to give you the value and the fun of that extra $1, including your July bonus episode. And I think eventually, I think you have found, especially as the one who does the bulk of the work preparing for every episode, this has been a life changer for you.
Yes. I think I've said in the past, doing it weekly for a while was really important and really valuable for me, just as something to keep me going through a really difficult period in my life. But now I don't need to do it every single week anymore, and it's becoming more of a burden and less of a blessing to do it every single week. So I'm not doing it that way anymore. Every other week will be fine. Yeah. And we'll still, put out bonus content. We'll make every effort to make the Patreon a fun place to be. Monthly bonus episodes, fucking dirty Mad Libs and bloopers and all sorts of shit. Yeah. Whatever we want to do.
I might even dick around, and maybe that'll be a place for me to. A lot of authors like to do works in progress. As I start doing my stand up, maybe I'll post some videos of me doing like, here's a type 5 on.
Yeah, here's some comedy from Carl.
Yeah, here's some from Max.
Yeah, sorry.
You can make me beep that out now.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't care.
Here's some comedy from Max.
Yeah.
There, just cut all that. You're fine. Maybe I'll use the Patreon as a place to start posting bits of writing, because I do want to write. Yeah. I have sat down to start writing things, 3 times in the last couple of years, and it's never really gotten anywhere. But I am really, really excited by the idea of the ultra-violent erotic horror romance that I have brewing in my brain.
Yeah, that's very good.
I might actually write that one.
And I've got a couple that I was out on the trail riding my bike recently and like wrote an entire story and then conceived another one while I was out riding around. I just got to find the time to do it with all the other stuff that I want to do. So that leaves the last thing that we have to talk about, which is the giveaway.
Yes. the giveaway. So we left Sinful Signings with significantly more books than I intended to leave with, but that's because I decided to try and be nice to some of the authors who were traveling home with books. And ask them if they had any they wanted to give to me instead. So many of them were like, yes, please. I don't want to put this on an airplane. I have to pay for this to go home. Please take this away from me.
Shout out to Lauren Logan.
Seriously, Lauren was like, oh, God, I'm so glad I thought to bring this. Here, take it, and get it away from me.
Throw this entire box of books in the back of your Subaru.
Yep, and drive them back home to Michigan to deal with. So I got a massive box of books, swag, some art, some stickers, some just cool shit. I think I got a Sinful Signings t-shirt, a Sinful Signings tumbler, a couple of anthologies, and those are all to be given away. That massive box I am calling the Sin Bin, and I am going to be taking items out of the Sin Bin and sending them to at least 3 lucky winners. Hopefully, if we have enough participation, maybe we'll even do a few more, because again, I have so much stuff and I would love to send it out to people. The basic concept is, if you couldn't come to Sinful Signings, I will send some Sinful Signings to you. There is plenty of sin to go around. In this Sin Bin, I got so much sin. So I think what we're going to end up doing is, starting Monday, August 4th, we will be making videos on our TikTok platform specifically, promoting this giveaway for whatever amount of time we decide to do it.
Tune into the TikTok, and if you're not on TikTok, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
it's just that is where our biggest social media following is. It's the easiest way for us to keep it simple and keep it in one place. Yep. So you will need to be on TikTok in order to participate.
Exactly. Yes. So it'll be that standard Book Talk giveaway format. Follow us on TikTok, like the post, and I'm sure we'll tag some amount of people who you also think would like to win a box full of really great stuff. And I am serious when I say I have fantasy, I have dark romance, I have black romance, like dark pitch black romances. I have swag and stickers, and it's just a box full of love and passion, and I want to send it to people.
And in addition to that, you are going to include some little trinkets and crafts, some bracelets that you have made.
Yes, the cheap smut bracelets that I made to give and trade at Sinful. I have a few left, and I would love to send them to you. Yep,
we have a couple. We have enough stickers to include. We have the two.
Our 2 stickers.
Our 2 stickers are amazing Stevie Wilson design stickers. Will go in there as well. And we have it guaranteed to us by Desi and Autumn that each giveaway will also include two GA tickets, 2 general admission tickets to Sinful Signing Nocturnal Host 2026. So if you were thinking about wanting to go to Sinful Signings next year, here's your chance. So if you're listening to this sometime in this first week, between like August 4th and August 10th, get over to our TikTok. We'll be all over TikTok. That week we'll be on TikTok more than we normally would be.
I avoid TikTok for my mental health, but for this, I'll be there more.
Yeah. And we'll be doing that giveaway. So if you're interested, get over to TikTok, follow us there. We are going to be doing a bonus episode sometime soon. I assume it will be another one of the sentient object holiday romances.
That's the plan, man. I'm thinking about doing my date with an ampersand. Just because I like the word ampersand.
It is a great word.
It really is. Or a Leif Erikson statue.
Oh, who did that one?
Biblio Barbie.
Biblio, that's right.
Our delightful goddess of
Howls and Home Runs was so unhinged. I wouldn't mind.
Oh, no, the Duchess of Dong. That's what she's called. Our delightful Duchess of Dong, Biblio Barbie.
Who we have met IRL and is just as delightful as you would imagine. So I have no idea what you're going to read for in the next 2 weeks. So since this episode is coming out on Monday, August 4th on the main line, we are going to wait. It's going to be 2 weeks before anybody on the main line gets another episode again. But patrons will get one on Monday, August 11th.
Yes, they will.
Okay. And
time is hard.
Time is hard, especially when you do it like the way we do it. And we brought that on ourselves. No. I'm going to put this baby to bed. I know what you're into. It's me. I know what you know what I'm into. It's you.
Yes.
Do you have anything to say to the fine folks before we take off?
I love you.
I love you all as well. And hopefully we see some of you at Sinful Signings next year. But in the meantime, you can find us on social media. We are on Instagram, TikTok, Threads, Blue Sky, all of that. All of the links are in the link tree down in the show notes. If you would like to communicate with us via email, please do so. cheapsmutpod@gmail.com. There's no book, so don't worry about that being down in the show notes. If you would like to support us financially on Patreon, you can do so like these fine folks have. Stargirl121, Patricia Kuykendall, Mike Hunt, Jimmy Bones, Jenny Allen, Catherine Zofreya, Tara Tappan, Katie Shepard, Lindsay Rain, Eden Knox, Zach, Zoe Barrett, Emily Purley, Aaron Manak, Miss Chris, Raven, Natasha Bear, Desiree Rodriguez, Local Mind Flayer Seattle number 42, Vincent Sultanfuss, Kitsune Inc., Cassie, Cassandra, Brian S., April D. Berry, Dana Goddard, Stephanie Hawkins, Gemma, Lady Squishy Buns, Tia Esk, Rob Gatika, Angela McNichols, Katie Hurd, Gwendolyn Harper, Seneca O, and Rebecca K. The music that you hear in this and every episode is called Storytime by me, Mated Fates.
Listeners, remember, if there is a book in you, write it. And if there's fucking in it, I'll read it.
And then she'll come on this show and explain it to me for your entertainment.
And maybe, it will be featured at a Sinful Signings event. See you later.